Hi guys, this is Busiswe, Baby Bear, the only bear in town. You are watching Inside Mbombela podcast. Make sure guys ukuthi uhlala glued into this screen because there's so much that you need to know about Mbombela. Thank you. Ciao.
Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Inside Mbombela. It's been a while since I saw you guys. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much. On this week's episode, we've got a young lady who wears so many hats. She's an all-arounder of note. Puts Jack Callis to shame if you were to ask me. But that's just me. Sweetheart, Shem, let me not take your spotlight, Velenji. Introduce yourself to my people.
Okay, Sanbonani. This is Busisiwe, Baby Pengobe. But I don't think I need to stretch the word baby bear. But all comes from the baby bear. Everything comes from the bear. Yeah.
Okay, Sharp. Now you have my attention. Baby Bear.
Yes.
It's okay, Daddy. Like
It was a nickname given by my sister's mother because I was tiny, smallanyana. Yeah. She always thought I was cute. Then it was baby bear. Actually, she said teddy bear.
Yeah.
But for me, when I grew up, it was like not the teddy, but the baby, because I'm human. I cannot be a teddy.
You know, I don't think I ever met a bear that makes sense. Think about it. You've got Baloo. He was crazy, Velenje. You had Rupert. You had
Like Baloo, you mean
like-
this Baloo? There's somewhere here.
yeah, Gamona Baloo. All of a sudden, like there's no bear. Rupert was no man. There's no bear that makes sense. So baby bear and baby bears are actually evil more than anything else.
No, never.
No, seriously.
Bears are not evil.
Bears are not evil.
Bears are not evil.
Pooh steals other people's honey. He does not wear pants.
He makes it fun.
He does not wear pants.
He makes it fun. I'm still going back there. He makes it fun. He makes it fun. He's a bear. Like a bear does everything. It's life. You need to enjoy life. Don't be serious into life. You can't be serious. You understand? You cannot be serious. So that is why when you are in some situations, you will need a bear. A bear steps in because that's a bear. It's never serious, but it's always there for you. That's a bear.
Okay. So do you think Vele that nickname has filtered into your way of life? What you Vele like now where you take,
Most definitely.
turn the other cheek,
It
you
represents
smile.
me.
Ooh,
It represents me.
please balance me here.
hmm
What's your role in the Mpumalanga Film Festival?
I did work in Mpumalanga. It's actually Mpumalanga International Film Festival. Yes. So
Why
it's
is it?
me.
Sorry, yeah.
Yes, I worked with them. It's 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the international part in relation to our film festival?
Most definitely, it collaborates and then it works with films and filmmakers internationally. Then also gives everyone around Africa the opportunity to explore into filming. As you know, South Africa, some of the experiences,
Yes.
yeah, we do lack the blockbusters. We don't have the Hollywood, Nollywood.
Well, I think with South Africans, we've always been more keen to tell other people's stories,
Yes.
or rather, when other people tell their stories, we jump on the bandwagon and some. Oh yeah, I know about Emmett Till. I know about MLK. I know about, but 3.5 million South Africans died during apartheid. Where are who's telling their stories?
I was part of the Mandela saga thing. There was a movie that was
Yeah.
made 2010,
Mm.
which was Nelson Mandela. It was Winnie Mandela movie,
Yes.
not Nelson Mandela, by the way. It was Winnie Mandela, whereby the international artists actors had to come to South Africa and take part and act the movie here in South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I were to ask both of you right now, who is Chris Baragwanath? Who was Lillian Goy? Who was
That's what we're getting into as
Yeah.
we're trying to expand, because you can never tell all the stories in one day.
Yeah, for sure.
You
For
can
sure.
never tell the stories in one day, but it needs somebody that's gonna have more information and true research, because you need to research before giving people
No, I
something.
understand. I understand how that works. You do your research. You talk to people that matter, but it must still have that entertainment angle. Yes.
Even find the relevant people, like sort of like family members,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
who will give you the exact life of that person. So when you're going to portray to that person, you will be making sure that you fill in his shoes.
Okay. Mama, stupid question. Bear with me.
Okay.
You've got the budget. You've got your cast. You've got your everything. Today, right here, right now, you're making a biopic. Who are you making a biopic of?
For me, I think I've got one story, but I don't think I need to spill the beans here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it somebody we know? Is it
Most
a South African
definitely.
story?
He's not South African,
Yeah.
but he's taken part in South African struggle, and
Okay.
he's a very big person. So, but his stories are forever like told in pieces.
Okay. So when are you wanna pull it all together?
Most definitely.
Is it something that we
I don't want to do it as a movie though. I just want to do it as a documentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a 6-part documentary? Because if he is that big, then 1.5 hours is not gonna cut it.
No, at least like let's say 20 minutes,
Yes.
because it's got amalona lamaningi, maphata lamaningi, and you cannot do it in 6 minutes. Yet, you know what's good about documentaries? It's because you can still tell that story fully. A documentary, it's more like a short version. So people will want to know more now. They will have to dig you deeper so that you come out with the whole story of that person. Then it goes to a book. A book produces a movie.
Yes. That is true.
So that's where filming comes from, because you can never do a film without a script. A script is more like a book.
So what would you say to people who would say that I prefer watching a movie or something as opposed to reading the book? Do you think they're getting the whole picture, or
No, they're not. That is why movies goes with reading. Movies are different, guys. You can do a whole movie, tell a story in a 5 minutes time, like 5 minutes tops. Yeah, even without saying words.
Yeah.
But it's a movie,
Yeah.
and it will speak louder than the words spoken out vocally.
Okay. So you did say that you used to be part of the Mpumalanga International Film Festival.
Yes.
And in 2023, you said.
Yes.
What did you do now with them? Are you with them, or did you branch out and find your own piece?
Actually, I was there as part of like a growing. So in the filming industry.
Yes.
So I went there as an intern. Then I had to be a personal assistant of the director of Mpumalanga Film Festival.
Okay. Yeah. So wait, what is your 9 to 5 now? I'm trying to understand that part, because I believe in my intro, we did say that you've got plenty hats.
Yes.
So how does your 9 to 5 look like? What do you do?
Actually, what I do, I'm an artist. I'm art as a whole. So when I say an artist, I think I'm done. I'm an art as a whole.
So have you always been keen on the arts, or is it something that you found along the way?
No, I grew up with art in me. That one it came naturally because remembering when I grew up back in the days, as I grew up, okay, I used to be maybe hyper
Mm.
in the house.
Yes.
So I loved dancing.
Yes.
I fell in love with dancing by the days of Boomshak.
Yeah.
I used to dance in primary school, but trust me, my parents were not
Happy.
happy at all.
Yeah.
They never allowed me.
Mm.
I will sneak to go dance.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I will do it during school hours.
So wait, you've experienced both ends of the spectrum. You on one level, you like being in front of on as an audience member looking up, you know, and on the another level, you are on stage looking down. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer to host, or do you want to be hosted?
I prefer to host because I've grown in the industry. I started there
Okay.
wanting to be in front until the more because from dancing you discover I've got drawing talent. I can do a lot with my hands. I can design like clothes. I'll be tearing my clothes apart.
That's
Then after my matric, after college,
mm.
I got into that love of acting. Then that was me wanting to explore that from Nelspruit, Mbombela to Gauteng.
What did you study, mommy? If you're okay, fine. Metric, we know whether you went to Maibu.
Yeah.
That's fine. We had it.
Funny enough, I never even did anything that says art.
Yeah.
It all came naturally. I went to Stanford Business College here in Nelspruit. I don't think it even exists now.
I think it still does exist, Phil. And then the next that state with the Home Affairs and yeah,
It's not there
it's
anymore.
not there
There's
anymore.
no Stanford anymore. It's been years.
Okay, Baby Bear.
Yes.
Okay, can I call you Baby Bear?
Feel free. They know me, a baby bear.
Okay.
Few people know my name actually.
Nah. So Miss Baby Bear.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you actually opened up this door. So since you opened the door, me, I'm gonna walk in.
Okay.
At some point, you said that you are a creative, so you've dabbled on this and that.
Yes.
What happened? Whatever happened to your fashion label? Baby Bear Fashions, I believe that's what you called it.
It's still there.
What
And
it-
it also has a baby now. There's a barcode. Always, whenever I do something, it needs to relate to me. The baby bear, it had to come from the name again, as I told you, the works of a bear. So you need to dress your comfort. That's my slogan for the baby bear clothing. You need to dress your comfort. So I design straight gassy flavor. I'm a street person.
Well, what does your range
I
look
do
like?
streetwear.
Streetwear. Okay.
Yeah, it's a streetwear.
Streetwear. Okay. So how young are these people who are in the state that you're designing for?
And actually, it doesn't take age, but it's a
Uh-huh.
streetwear. You know that you can be 40, 50, but wanna look in a kind of way that speaks with you, that makes you comfortable. When you walk, you feel yourself that this is me. I feel good in myself in this clothes that I'm wearing.
Yes.
Yeah. So even if you have to go, because I can do for any occasion, depending on what the person wants.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you're going to wedding, but you don't want to dress that formally. So
Yeah.
so we need to cut some things there that has to go with you.
with your personality.
With your personality. I look at personality of a person, then I design. If I'm looking at you and then you ask me to make a design, you don't have a clue. I will design, sketch it, put it there. Then when I come back and give you your piece, trust me, I never disappointed anyone. That one I'm sure of. And I'm proud of.
Why? How did you come about being? Do you see yourself as a community builder? I'm asking this question because when we did our research, we saw you were hosting events. The one that we noticed was the TV show that you did, the dinner. So would you regard yourself as a community builder?
Most definitely, yes, because that's where my heart is out of everything. I'm into this industry because I've got, it's more like I tasked myself to make sure ukuthi I build my community where I'm coming from. Ngoba ngilangibona khona ukuthi there's a lot that is lacking when it comes to art. I understand. So I've been doing a lot. I started actually years back. I can't even recall because since ngikhula vele ngisesikoleni bengitshontsha alijarit lasekhaya ngicela abantwana labancane ngibajayivise acting yabona the art thing. So it started there because ngizama kubaxoxa estradini bangendi all the bad things. Then it grew up in me. Then ngabuya futhi what I'm doing again nginekwenda ama fundraising and then charity, because now there's a charity that I do. Sometimes my wish is to do it every year, but if I don't have the funds because they come in my pocket, then maybe I will skip on that year. So I also do charities for kids eskoleni, whereby I buy them toiletries. Why it comes to that is because a child must have their dignity. I feel comfortable. I'm still going back to the comfort of a bear. You need to be comfortable as a child walking in class. Ugezile, ugeze ematinyo. You understand ukuthi like lo mnye umntwana uyafika esikoleni bayamthiza, unuka mlomo or maybe unuka makhwapha, but they don't know ukuthi what's the main reason behind that. So loyo mntwana ekhaya kude insipho yokugeza namuhla ugeze ngemandi kuphela, obviously after a few minutes or hours uyoswetha anuke, and lokho kumenda ukuthi ahlale inekhona uyayibona. So akasakhona ukuthi khipha at reveal the real her or him. Babuya meme yambita buyi wende ilona speech maybe phambili, and that child might be very good but they won't be able to do that because uyathi ukuthi mangisukuma lapha ngicala ngithi kuyothi bese bayangihleka uyayibona. So that's the main thing lengende ukuthi ngicabange ngende i-charity. And by the way, I worked also esikoleni nebantwana besikolo, as I love kids. I love kids a lot.
Do you like kids or other people's kids? There's a difference.
Kids naturally.
Okay.
Yeah, because even my own.
Okay.
Yeah. So nabo ngikhule bangithanda.
Yeah.
Bantwana. So even if ngihleli, I will be having like 10 kids in my space. They wouldn't even want to go back at home. Yeah, that's the bear. Exactly. Yeah. So now when la charity ngalana at the same time more busy nala bantwana uyakhona kubacheka, and I'm very good at knowing ukuthi okay lona ngathi there's something maybe, then it will attract my attention. Ngimthathe ngimbeke in my space. I want to know more. Then I assist from there. Labanye babona banema talent. Then that's where I start noticing them and taking them in my space, grooming them. I have a lot. Konala seba, whoever they are out there. I've got poets, I've got dancers, I've got singers. Yeah, so bakhulile ku music, bakhulile ku art industry. Some they are doing acting. I started them at a very young age. Yeah,
It's amazing.
so the talent, there's also a talent show that we do. We keep doing. It hasn't stopped even now.
Okay.
How long has that been going on? The
Mm,
talent show itself.
the talent show, I think it started still 2023.
2023 was a big year for you. What happened in
Here
2022?
in Bombela, I was in Gauteng.
Okay.
So I did most of the things in Gauteng.
So
Yeah,
2022, you were still
I was gathering, maybe let's just say Lena Benyongela,
okay.
and come back at home.
And
Because
explode.
Gauteng, I did acting, I did a whole lot. I also had a group of kids that side that I groomed. I had artists that I managed. Some already bago industry, they are big, they are known. So yeah, I've been doing that. I did acting myself. That's why I had to go into filming. That's why I know the ins and outs, the does and don'ts. So now I need to make sure. And ngalana the thing lingende kuthing boy ngasuka la eMbombela going to Gauteng because ngigijimisa liphupho. So now I've got that task and that mission. Why can't we do it ourselves? If Gauteng people can do it, Cape Town people can do it, KZN can do it. They've got SABC now. They've got studios now whereby they're going to act. They don't need to travel that far.
Yes.
So I'm trying to kill that thing. Why
can't
funa
make
siqale
it.
si-travel siya le.
No, I hear you.
South African Arts and Culture Youth Forum. It doesn't need to sell. It is a straightforward thing. It speaks art. It speaks for itself. It is more like a home of artists where artists go to because on daily basis, artists they depend on a certain, no, let's just say they go through a lot.
Yes.
Understand? So whereby funega, maybe there's an artist, une talent, that person.
Yes.
Then that person now needs to get a slot for booking. Isarchive idila a lot about upcoming artists.
Yes.
So they are not known, those people. But they need to be known. They want to be famous. They want their craft to be known, to be out there.
Yes.
Because it's not only about, let's say, singers, but I'm going to make an example in our music. So now, who will book me as Baby Bear if they don't know that I am Baby Bear, I am a singer, or I am a hip hop artist? So now that's where Sarchive comes in.
What do you do actually? How do you help them?
What we help them is we're helping them in a form yoguti. One, they need not to struggle if they've got challenges out there under the art industry. They come to us. You've got a talent, but you don't know where to take your talent, which direction to take.
Yes.
You come to us. Then you've got someone who maybe doesn't want to pay you as an artist. You worked.
Yes.
But then they don't want to pay you.
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason. Because they feel like there's no one who's going to step in and stand up for you. We step in.
Wow. Sarchive is an NGO, ne?
Yes.
It's listed as an
It's
NGO.
an NGO. We rely on funding.
Yes.
Yes. So we source funds.
From where do you source your funds?
There are sectors in the government.
Yes.
So we go knock and then we go irritate them.
Nice one. I like that.
We go knock and we go irritate them because we need to make sure that artists are working. They've got an income.
Yes.
they need to eat as well.
Yes.
And that being an artist, it is a job. We need the government to know that as an artist, I am working. Like the very same as there's a doctor, there's a teacher.
Yes.
Those people, they are earning on monthly basis.
Yes.
The government secures them. Who secures the artists now? So
same.
now we're trying to raise the volume to the government to notice us, to know that artists also need
Help.
help. We're crying out loud. That is why now we want more of those fundings happening, and then create more job opportunities. So there are sectors whereby now at least they are trying, because we've got funding sectors like NAC, National Arts Council.
Yeah.
We've got NFVF for filming.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we've got for music, we've got SAMPRA. They also open windows for artists. We've got the Mzansi Golden Economy. You can name them. There's a few in the government. So they're trying to open and make sure that at least now, that is what we're fighting for, because we always go, but they don't release those funds so easily. We must go picket all the time.
So sad. It's sad. Sometimes I sit back and I look at this situation from the outside in. I don't know anything about. I don't know the ins and outs and everything. But do you personally think, as Pusi, that the Department of Arts and Culture, Sports, Arts and Culture,
Yes.
are they doing enough?
No, they're not.
What
They
would you
not-
like them to do better, like moving forward?
Actually, they need to make sure that whenever artists go cry to them,
Yeah.
they attend to the needs of the artists. And then there's this thing that is happening. You will find that because they know whoever up there, and then those people have done few jobs for them, they will keep on like a paying or funding the very same person again and again. And what about the other artists out there? Because now you've already fed this family, but there are families still that needs food.
But can you picture a scenario? And this, I think this only happens in South Africa. Okay, fine. That's a terrible statement to say, because
Yes,
I can only speak
Yeah,
for what as a South
African.
African. No? I think South Africa it's so crazy when you find one person has got 9 jobs, and then she's hosting this, she's presenting that, she's the lead here, she's the what, and I'm asking Kutsivele, but as an art student at UJ right now, what motivates you to say I'm gonna study the arts when you know Kutsivele opportunities are actually being taken
For
by one
that,
person?
No, that's what again we're trying to fight. It is not a problem if like that person gets different jobs, but making sure that others as well are also being put up front. Because you see now, like there's festivals, music festival, filming festivals, or whatsoever. But now you cannot make a music festival and then have the same lineup for about 4 years in a row. That is when Sakaiv comes in. Because what about the other upcoming artists? They want, you've booked those big names, we can't mention them. Then on that lineup, you check the lineup from 3 years back, you find the very same artist again on the next coming year, on the other year, again and again. You find the very same artist. Don't you think there's already other artists that have grown to that level so that you can book them and put that other one aside?
Absolutely, each one teach one. Like it's
Yes,
impossible.
so that is what we're trying to do as Sakai. That is what we are doing. Because if something, and we find that case like that, we definitely make sure that we go into the arts and culture offices. We will want answers. How possible is it that they book the very same people? Why are they eating that money alone while there's other artists? They want exposure, they want money.
And it actually goes even further than just the artists themselves. If this, why are you hosting at the same spot as well? I mean, if there's 7 different suitable venues,
Most
why are we
definitely.
only paying one person when we have an opportunity? It's an annual event.
Yes.
Why is it only happening Lana when they could do it even possibly even better?
As a province, we've got different districts. So taking that one, it's another case that we always like trying to fight, because if you're going to host in one certain venue, but there are people probably, you see, like in Mpumalanga, there's Middleburg up there.
Yes.
Delmas is part of Mpumalanga with Bank, but you're gonna make an event here in Mbombela, which means you're only doing it for the people of Mbombela. You're not gonna say it's a Mpumalanga thing now.
No, you shouldn't. But it is, but it shouldn't. I understand.
Yes, so it must go probably with the districts, so that if one travels that far this year, the next also must travel to that side.
Do you, as Sakaif, do you have a database of artists?
We've got a database. Me myself as a chairperson, I've got WhatsApp groups whereby I'm compiling database of artists, upcoming artists here in Mpumalanga. So I've got a database, and I've already started, as we're saying, that we source funds and then we try to make events. Some we put them there and then we wanna see their craft, what they doing. So it's not only about those musicians, crafters, whereby we've got the people who are doing portraits, people who are doing crafts with hands. Maybe it's needlework. Some they are doing like maybe my sculptures. So we compile that database. I've got that database of those people. And most sometimes when there's fundings, we also assist as Sakai, as a help desk whereby people they contact us and then we assist them on applying for the funding in order to create the jobs. So when they get funded, that's when they need to work, they need to hire people. Like myself here in Bombela, what I did, when there's opportunities, I will source for opportunities. We'll check whatever that is happening in other provinces, especially Gauteng. It is the center whereby everything, most things are happening there. And then when we get those opportunities, we bring them here at home. Like now we've been doing art in schools. So it started last year. We did art in schools whereby we had to hire, I was the coordinator of it. We had to hire about 100 artists to go and deploy them in different schools to teach kids in schools
What type of art though?
anything artistic,
Okay.
music, acting, poetry, you name it, sculpturing, as long as it's art.
Okay.
So also again this year, because it's been going again and again, and we make sure that not the same people are working. Now again this year, Sakai also got funded through NLC National Lottery, and then we did again went to the certain schools where we served for the arts in schools, and there's another program again that got funded. It is still happening now. There are people that are already employed that are busy serving in different schools again. So it happens nationally in all the 9 provinces.
I don't know if you, as you were busy doing your own research about us when you were still skeptical about joining us on the show and saying, "Bo bani manje, man?" There's an episode that you would have spotted about Loninia mats. Like she basically creates mats out of plastic.
Yes.
Yes, I think she should actually also be on your database. And
Well,
yeah,
definitely have to research
yeah.
and make sure that we take her in. We assist wherever we can, because we make sure that we visit and see what they are busy doing,
Yeah.
and then we know we spot where we can be of assistance.
Fair enough. I mean, I just like the fact that not only are you trying, but you've got success stories. um, what are your current projects? Actually, you've already covered your current projects. What are your future plans?
I've got my own current projects. I've got also a filming festival, which is Kasi to Kasi.
Okay.
Yes, it's a Kasi to Kasi film festival. I also got funded this year through NFVF. Then I made sure that I hire about 90 people that had to gain through the project,
Yes.
which are artists. So we were doing screenings, filming screenings, and we were strictly doing South African movies.
Do you have full movies done already that we could see?
We no, for us, we haven't produced any movie yet.
Yeah.
But we are going through that road because we're still searching for artists that are experienced enough.
Yes.
Yes, so we started doing the screenings for other movies with the likes of we've got the it's Londiwe Shange. She has a very nice movie, Mzansi movie, Why It Came. She's directed few movies. She also acted in those movies. So we want people to know the talent of Mzansi. So we are trying to make sure that we're using the craft, South African craft. So that's what we based on doing. And then now, because we started with the screening, we want to go as big as doing a festival now. But this one, it's not like Mpumalanga International Film Festival, yet it is related to it because as a festival, you do more like things that are the same, but here there's a catch. Not gonna spill the beans again.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
Yes.
Leave a little bit
Because,
of mystery.
Yeah, it's an idea. Still busy cooking. There's ingredients in there.
Oh, yes.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. Okay. This is my last question. I know that we've had various technical glitches today.
Yes.
Do you think that bajabulele the finished product? Awukabahlazi and anything like that?
I ever go over my never ambassadors again.
Yeah.
Nah, never.
Okay. 'Cause-
And you laugh because of them.
Yeah.
Also having a calling.
Mm.
It's more like art because it's naturally. More of people, I wouldn't say all of them because I don't know all of them, but most of the ones that I know, they are also artists. Yeah.
it's actually something that a few I know have in common, which is crazy. You wouldn't think they would have that in common.
Yeah.
Crazy. Baby Bear, how can people get a hold of you? Whether to wait, actually, before that, you said that government institutions can approach you for funding. Can
Yeah.
private individuals also fund you?
Yes.
Is there such, and how would that work out?
They go through our pages,
Yeah.
South African Arts and Culture Youth Forum,
Yeah.
and then they check under Mpumalanga. Then they will find the details. But also you can go to my social page, which is Busisiwe Baby Bear Ngobe,
Yes.
and my contact number it's 0794974 We also got a page again because it's different pages as it's different sectors.
Yes.
In the filming, the Kasi to Kasi Film Festival, it's got
Yes.
its own page, which is Kasi to Kasi Film Festival on Facebook, also on Instagram, on TikTok.
Okay.
Then they will also see our work there. So, but on the Sakai page, we haven't produced much because I had to work hard for Mpumalanga to make sure that we've got a committee this side.
Yes.
The committee was not there. So through meeting Romeo, which is the president of Sakaif. Sakaif has been there for 10 years.
Oh,
Yes, it's been working for 10 years non-stop.
wow. It's crazy for and an organization that I've never heard of has been doing wonderful work for 10 years. 10 years is a long time.
Yes, it's been there and it's been working. So I had to make sure that I irritate him every day because I wanted to get funding. So until he had to see my work, I had to post and show him whatever I do. Always sometimes go to his WhatsApp. Then I got his
Eventually, then
yes, I got his attention.
I like that. The perseverance works, I get.
Indeed, it does.
Good girl. Mommy, do you think we left anything out?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, basically, you left us on a few tenterhooks because you don't want to reveal everything. You've got a few projects in the pipeline.
Okay. One thing that I can reveal is that I'm working on something big for Mpumalanga. It's gonna be coming next year. We're still looking for funds. There's an event that we want to do. It is strictly for artists with no audience. Yeah, something
Sorry,
that you've
what?
never seen. Strictly for artists, no audience. The audience is us, artists. So we're hoping to catch 50 to 80% of Mpumalanga artists in that event. Yeah,
It's going to be televised. It's going to be on the socials. Correct?
we will after. Then after the event, maybe that's when, not even maybe, that's when we're gonna do a big event for you guys.
You see me scratching my head. I'm picturing
Yeah.
it.
Don't try. But I already spilled the beans.
No. It's
So yeah.
You left more questions than answered. So no, well
At
played.
least I gave you something.
You gave me a lot. No, don't worry. You're going to heaven. I don't care who says what. Thank you for honoring your invite. Our invite.
Pleasure is all mine. You know, there's something I will say also. For you doing this as well, it's more of art again because it's for the people. Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Ladies and gents, still your boy Leo Gant. Hope you guys picked up a few morsels of info here and there, and so that we can actually learn and grow as a people. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Wear the podcast and keep those comments coming through. We go through your guidance because you guys are looking at us objectively, so you see some things that we might actually otherwise miss. So yeah, feeling the love. Leo Gant out.